And welcome to the Metal Mixtape here on KSKQ 89.5 FM Ashland, Oregon, 94.1 FM Medford, Oregon, streaming online on kskq.org. I am honored to have powerhouse vocalist Andry on the line. What is up?
Wow, you talk so fast.
Oh, yeah.
I'm more of a slack person. I talk slowly. Wow, what's up? Thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah, of course. No, I'm excited to talk to you. Your album Skies is super awesome, and I'm very happy because I'm a very busy person and I have my kid and my family and I do all these other things. And I'm happy that you gave me an album that wasn't boring at all. It was powerful. It was electrifying. Not only was there excellent vocals, but you have a badass band behind you as well. The whole album is shredded. And also, I can't say, like, listening to this album, how intelligent the songwriting was,
Thank you
and
so much.
well, it's like, nowadays it's like there's so much music getting released nowadays, and I have talks with other musicians talking about how sometimes I feel like people don't put the work in on an album anymore.
No, they
That
don't.
they have a bunch of filler songs. They have a couple hits, and then it's all right. But me listening to this album, that I literally couldn't pick a favorite. Of course, I'm a huge ballad and a lovey guy, so I thought My Love was absolutely beautiful. So many amazing songs on here, but what I really just loved about it was just how great the songwriting was
Thank
on
you
this
so
album.
much. It really means a lot because if people recognize what you do, it's priceless. By the way, so that everybody knows, I get rejected by 23 labels, so I put it on, myself. I created my own record label. So the skies is about, like doing what you love and don't give a fuck about anyone else that doesn't want you. And of course, you know what? We're musicians. There are a lot of people out there that they even have record deals and they're not musicians. Musicianship is what you hear. After all, it's the audio. You can dress as much as you want. You can dress up as a, I don't know, Viking bird, whatever, go on stage. If you're not a musician, you're never gonna make it. I don't know. That's my opinion. That it's all about the music in the end. And I put out so much effort in the orchestration, the structure, the vocalizing, everything. And I still have doubts about my songwriting, but if you guys like it, plus I have too many ballads that I wanted to include, but I would include only ballads then.
Oh no, but it was honestly, I first of all, I like the fire in your heart right now. Like you're getting me riled up because I'm the same type of person where like I'm just like, you know what? I don't you're not going to be the one who tells me what my value is, and you're not going to be the one to tell me if I'm gonna accomplish my dreams or not. And I think it's awesome that you created your own label. It's and nowadays in music, everybody can self-produce, self-record and everything.
Yes.
And I feel like nowadays it's like you almost don't even need a necessarily a big label for you to make it in music.
I
Like, and you putting out your effort and your energy, I think that's an important part. And you have a lot of fiery energy, and I think it really shows in this album because this album is, I feel like, an incredibly smart album. And like you mentioned, the structuring, and that's what I mean by like the songwriting. Because for me, like, I've been playing guitar and singing for 20 years, and I can tell where people have been lazy here and there, just kind of filling it in. And every song on this album, I was just listening, going like wow, that's almost like it's modern, but it's also like very neoclassical as well. You know what I mean? So I like that. Have you always had that energy, that fiery energy growing up, like ever since you were like a little girl to like now, where you just want to take the world by the throat?
Actually, I was a devil. Like my dad would call me Hitler when I was a girl. I mean, I was the type of person that I wanted to do everything on my own. Like I don't need you, I don't need you, I don't need you. Well, at some point, of course, you need a team, you need people around you, etc., etc. But I've learned to do so many things despite music. That I wanted to do it myself, without any help, and I can do it perfectly. I can speak for languages. I can do sports. I can do, like makeup, cooking, whatever. Like I like crafting so much, and music is a craft to me. and it's the ultimate artistry. So I'm trying to give 100% of myself, and I see it as an art. I experiment also, I don't know, okay, I'm going to put this out because I like it, and if others don't, it's okay, I don't care, and that's what I think. Like, it's more of like fashion. I like what I'm wearing. If somebody else doesn't like it, well, it's your fault because you don't have taste, that's my attitude always. Is
Oh man.
you get that's exactly what I mean about being yourself. Of course, the album is about empowerment, of basically female empowerment, because I am a woman, and I have had so many difficulties in the music business. And this album is like a big fuck you to all those guys that didn't want me, and then they're gonna beg in the future. But I don't care, I don't care.
Oh man, you got me all fired up. I love that. That is badass. And you're totally right, because the thing is, it's like the way you see music as a craft, that like if you have that belief system in yourself, that you could pretty much just accomplish anything you really put your mind to. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of that has to do with just discipline. Disciplining yourself and the work ethic, and you talk about this, all the things that you do. So I'm pretty sure you're the type of person that wakes up in the morning and has her schedule, and just has a ton of accomplishments through the day. Are you just a total workhorse?
I prefer to stay home and do nothing or even play one note, instead of going out and have beers. And I don't drink anyway. So, but the thing is that I was never, since I was a little girl, I was never a person that would, do things that have no substance. I want to fill up my day with things that actually have meaning, because maybe it's my last day. Who knows, So I always do that, I always do things that have actual meaning. And by the way, that year that I told you that the labels rejected me,
Yep.
and that was a very tough year because I found pretty amazing good management. The ex Sony CEO, also Johan, that he is with me right here in LA. Uh, I was like, okay, now I have the greatest management and I can, conquer the world finally, But none of that has happened. And being rejected so much got me depressed. But then I started going back to my roots. What was I doing? What when I really needed to accomplish things? I would just put on the songs when I was listening 4 years old, like the Power Rangers and all those great riffs. And I was watching the episode. Well, that's funny, because all of those episodes also have meaning about being yourself, about being a good person. They have so much great substance and meaning behind those episodes. It's not only for kids. And yesterday I met Ron Wasserman, the guy that actually wrote all that. And I'm like super dope to say that, Andrew, you got it. And he's the reason why I'm here right now. And I said, you are the reason, And he was kind of crazy because now I'm more energetic to do things. Maybe it's not some, he's a human being after all. But when I was 4, up to now, I was thinking about meeting Ron. And finally, we went out and he said, you are the best, And I was like, wow, like you hear all of those great words from those people that you admire so much. And at the same time, you know, it keeps me going on. It keeps me, believing in myself and create more songs. It doesn't matter what type of songs they are. This album is about empowerment. The next one might be something else. The next one might be something else. It's not like I will follow a recipe of my lyrics and of the topics that I talk about. There are too many topics to talk about. It's vast. So I like it. I have like 11 new songs. I can't wait to put them out.
I like it. I like it. No, you're inspiring the hell out of me right now, Andrew. Because I'm a person that works hard, and I think that's really great that like you're meeting your people that you idolize, and they're inspiring you, and you're instead of letting things really bring you down, you're kind of letting it fire you up, which I just think is incredible. And I think what's really working well too is that like you have an incredible band behind you too. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I have I
Because
have
you're go ahead.
yeah, I have multiple players. Well, the guys that played in the record, I have different guys that we play live, and they're amazing musicians also. So I'm pretty glad. I always choose like great musicians with great energy, and I like that.
Oh yeah, no, I think that's absolutely important because it's like, you have a big powerful voice, and I feel like when you have a powerful voice, you need to have a powerful band behind you to lead it all. Because you're really able to get the message out that way when everybody's firing on all cylinders. And nowadays in music, what I mean, there's so many different genres, so many mixtures of genres, so many different type of bands that like you need to be on that top level to really get, like, I mean, if you're trying to get recognized, or I'm not, or just in general, I mean, I know in life I want to do everything at the highest level, and it sounds like you just have that fire in you, and in this album Skies, it's so damn awesome. And I like the multiple ballads. Olive Tree was another song that was just incredible. I would say Olive Tree and My Love are incredible, but for anybody listening in Oregon, I would say just listen to it all the way through, because even White Sunday is just it's just incredible. The whole album's incredible. Like, are you a pretty quick songwriter when it comes to songs? Are you just constantly writing?
I'm writing in my mind nonstop. Yeah, when I do it pretty quick. It's like takes me 5 minutes, but I don't know what those 5 minutes will be in a month. So, it will be maybe 5 minutes in a month that I get the ideas, or maybe it's just a full working day in the studio that I produce many, many things, and then I choose what I like. On the previous album, for example, I had my birdie, Gloria, that now passed. And she helped me out a lot with Love Strikes Doves, my previous album. And you're gonna love Love Circle from the previous album. I think that's my best ballad that I've ever had.
I'll
Love
have to check it
Circle.
out.
Yeah, but it's under the name The Harps. I had the project called The Harps. And yeah, this album is so inspiring because it was a big transition. I lost someone that I loved. I transitioned my life. I moved out. I did a lot of things. So life is all about transitioning all the time and adjusting to new situations. And sometimes it gets you scared, but you have to be strong enough to deal with it and just take it lightly. Like whatever life brings you, you just have to, sometimes the acceptance is hard, but that's why we're here. I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to find the meaning, but I would like I'm still trying to find the meaning. But the
You know, you,
meaning is this, what we're doing.
you know what I could tell about you? That
Yeah,
you care a lot.
I do.
That you have an extremely big heart, and you really love, and you're extremely passionate, and that's what also feeds your fire energy, and that's why you like every day. I bet you're constantly inspiring yourself, but at the same time, I bet you hurt just as much as you love, and you let that feed you, and it makes you powerful. I feel like that makes you invincible. I could really tell that about you, because I feel like, not to talk about myself, but I'm a really passionate person. But I do it, but I'm really passionate because I hurt a lot too. And I
Yeah.
could just tell by how fiery you are on your music, on your passions, on how you just want to do everything. And you talking about having loss in your life and transitioning. I feel like that makes you and also your album just that much more important. And I think, this is an album I really want to push on people to listen to, because I could really tell that you really just love it so much.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I mean, this is the first metal attempt. So now I think that I have found some sound recipes, not songwriting, but sound recipes. My previous album was more classic rock. And I did it in Greece, at a normal studio. The production's not like something wow, but my songwriting there on Love Strikes Doves also is very, very good and has different structures. I bet, like, if you're a ballad lover, you're gonna love the first one because it's more of dreamy, romantic, something different. This one is more like in the face, beachy, mean. Of course, I talk about have a good trip to hell to anyone that gave me hell, or that anyone that didn't want me. And it's of course a nice retaliation or reciprocation. Also, in my videos, I show. I don't know if you watched a few videos. whatever I cannot say publicly, I try to portray.
I love it. No, it's sick, and no, you're just an extremely creative person, and I, I'm definitely gonna be I'm gonna be airing this interview on Thursday on YouTube and at the radio station. Um, Before we end the interview, can I ask you some fun questions?
Sure.
Okay, okay. What is one genre of music that you listen to that is furthest away from Andry?
Okay. Chill out.
Chill
It's
out.
like chill out. It's like this beat, this, sexy, slow, a little bit of I don't know, it gets me dreaming, gets me to another planet. But it's not me at all.
I like it. I like it. All right. If the world got attacked by zombies and you were able to have one weapon to kill zombies that isn't a cure or a nuke, what is your one weapon?
My sister, she knows everything about that.
Oh yeah.
I, I will call my sister. It's like her dream, the zombie apocalypse. She knows everything. She knows exactly what to do, what weapon to use. Like, she's the first one that I'm gonna ask.
I like it. I like it. What is one thing you think you're great at besides music?
I think sports, languages, beauty stuff, makeup and fashion. I'm good at cooking, pretty good at cooking. I know it sounds a little bit wifey material, but no, I'm not cooking for husbands. I'm
What
cooking when I want to.
what do you think your best dish?
I have too much. I think salmon linguine.
Mmm, sounds good.
I, yeah. I don't know. I think that, as I said, I like crafting very much. So I occupy myself a lot with things. So when you occupy yourself and you dedicate so much time in something, you will actually becoming good at.
I love it. No, I 100% agree. If there is one artist that you'd want to tour with, and I know with your fiery energy, you're gonna do it eventually. But who do you want to play with? Like if you were to go on tour with somebody.
I would love to tour with Megadeth because I love their riffs. Okay, one of the big bands, you mean?
Or any band. It could just be any band.
Oh, I don't know. I think that my music is something that would fit in mm, different artists. Like I think I could open for Lady Gaga, for example, or
I love it.
yeah, or for Christina Aguilera, because they all of those people, they have also powerful songs that you might not notice, but when they're played live, you see, oh my God, this is more metal than the metalheads or that whatever Nuclear Blast Signs. And you see amazing musicians behind rocking it out. And I realized that it's a bit poppy, or also like poppy metal. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, I would say Megadeth is one of my favorite bands so far. That I saw live, I was like, I want
Oh yeah.
this.
I love it. I love it. Andry, I appreciate your time being here on my show on the Metal Mixtape. The album Skies is absolutely beautiful. My favorite songs, My Love, Olive Tree. But of course, you need to listen to the whole entire album. I'll be supporting you on the social medias. I can't wait to see your dreams flourish and flourish. Before I let you go, can you say this is Andry and you are listening to the Metal Mixtape?
This is Andrea, and you're listening to the Metal Mixtape.
Thank you so much. I hope you have a beautiful day and keep on kicking ass because you kick
Thank,
ass.
thank you. Get on, get on. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.